outside the harbour. We have the current coming directly downwind, and we've got some rotors here. So let's see how Emily gets on driving the boat through this breeze. Definitely have fully powered up sail. You can see the creases that are coming back from the ties on the mast. So we sarcastically call them speed creases. It basically means that her luff is very loose, which means it's fully powered up. You can see there's a slight bend in the boom now as well, and that's because we tied the bridle up. We don't really like the bend of the boom, so we should get rid of that middle tie, but we'll leave it go for now. And yeah, we could possibly, because the leech looks quite open, the ways you can fix that is get the mast slightly forward. That gets the sprit up higher, that closes the leech off of it. It means that she has to pull on the main sheet a bit more, which closes that leech, but she's looking alright for now. Let's just keep an eye on. No, you're doing fine, you're doing grand, keep going there. So things we've got to look for in the waves. So Emily, one of the things you got to look for is those big waves that push your bow down. I want to see you pushing the tiller away from you, and it's not to actually point the boat up, it's just to stop the wave from pushing your bow down. Does that make sense? Yeah? I can't hear you. Cool. So what I'm saying there is, we've got these waves. Some of them are rollers, she kind of just truck up and down on them. But there are some waves that you'll see will slap the bow and push the bow down. And what we want to see is Emily kind of pushing the tiller away from her, but it's not actually to point the boat up and pinch the boat too much. It's just to stop the bow getting pushed down and her losing lanes because these waves are pushing her. So here seems to come a couple of sets of waves here. There you go, yeah. That's it, not too aggressively, but you're definitely you're reading it right. Let's throw in a tack. Yes, please. Taking your time, remember, setting everything up. Don't ever tack in too big waves. Wait for a little bit of a flat area. Good, nice. Oh. You okay? So waves are definitely more side onto the boat. Whoa. More in those shoulders, yeah? You don't, if the boat looks like it doesn't slap like that, you need way more movement in your shoulders, yeah? So tactically speaking, on port tack, it seems right now that the waves are pushing her down, and she's at so much of a side-on angle to the waves, it's very hard to point up into the waves, get any lane or anything like that. So on a day like right now, what I would say is you don't actually want to use too much rudder to point up into the waves. You want to just keep your speed up and get going when you're on a port tack. Now when you're on a starboard tack, you're going into the waves more. And when you're going into the waves more, then you can kind of play with the rudder a bit more to really push up into the waves and see if you can really point your boat up and move the boat up a few lanes. So if you want, yeah, go for it. Oh, I think have you run out of gas in your legs? So when I'm talking about lanes, what I mean is that if you drew a straight line from Emily's rudder to her mast and all the way out to the sea, that's the lane she is currently in. And what you can do, easy on those jerking of your shoulders like that, it's too much, Emily. You can roll your shoulders back and forth, but if you jerk in and out and I see your leech flapping a lot, you'll get stung for rule 42, okay? It's illegal propulsion, so basically it means that you're fanning your sail, like you're pumping your sail with your body, and you're not allowed to do that, okay? So there's a very fine line though, like you're allowed to use your weight back and forth and slightly in and out to stop the boat from leaning over, but you can't just keep jerking in and out and fanning your sail, like pumping it like that, okay? You might get away with it every once in a while if a big wave comes and you want to pump through it, but you can't keep doing it all the time, yeah? Sheet on a little bit. There you go. So back to the lane thing is, basically if Emily is working her boat right, she can actually move to the right basically, and that means you're moving up a lane. Same thing if you find that she's drifting down sideways and getting closer to, let's say, other boats that are below her, that means that she's losing lanes and she's slipping. So on this upwind, I would think that you can gain lanes and move up lanes on your starboard tack, because you can see that her bow is almost pointing straight into the waves. So if she uses her rudder correctly, she can point up into these waves and make some lanes. When she tacks though, there we go, that's a better tack. Now she's on port, you can see that the boat's way more side onto the waves and you'll tend to lose lanes. So what you don't want to do as a sailor is get caught on port while the entire fleet is on starboard, because the entire fleet is on starboard, they're making ground and moving up lanes, where when you're on port you're losing ground and you're getting shoved down lanes. So that's like another tactic, is like, yeah, you've got to look out for current, you've got to look out for wind shifts, but then another thing you have to take into consideration is where are you in context to the rest of the sailors on the fleet, like on the course. So if it's a day like today where it's such a different angle, yeah, it's because we're out in the waves and your legs are tired. You've done about 100 tacks today. So just to finish, so basically, yeah, it's where you are in context to the rest of the sailors on the course is really important. If you're on port and they're all on starboard, they're making ground on you. Okay, so let's have a look at this tack. It's windier, you're sitting up, right? I don't think you need to do so much leaning of the boat, yeah? I think what's most important on this is that you're nice and gentle with your rudder, that you tack when there's not too many waves, and that you get over to the new side of the boat and sheet on again nice and gradually, right? So let's cut down on the roll tacks, okay? Because it looks like there's definitely more breeze out here, and all you need to do is make sure that your boat goes through the tack nice and fast, and your rudder is going to be the thing that kills that, okay? So there's a nice flat area there now, go for it. Up, 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 go, 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 nice. See, don't need to do too many roll tacks now, yeah, because the breeze is up. So it's wavy, it's definitely more breeze. You see she's sitting up on her gunnel now the whole time. Don't need to do any cray. Whoa! Gotta get your mom to get you those shoes. It's definitely breezier. Look, she's pulling out in her shoulders now. She wants to hike. So that, like, straight away, it's different conditions. Straight away, the whole thing that we were doing this morning, how she was tacking, totally changes. And I would say now, yeah, it's getting through the tack, keeping the boat speed. So it's not doing a fast tack, it's keeping the boat going fast, which means nice gradual ease of the rudder. So Emily, keep a nice slow rudder, okay? And give yourself time to get up the new side, all right? Nice. You see, and your boat's still got speed. That's the main goal, yeah? It's not, the main goal isn't to have a massive roll in your boat. It's all about keeping the speed going in your boat, yeah? So same again, not too much roll next tack. Get up there, nice. Still good though, that was better than your other ones because you still had boat speed, but you just need to get your butt up on the new side nice and quick, yeah? Don't ever hesitate and stand in the boat. You've got to get across to the new side, yeah? Little bit too quick on the rudder there. And again, 10 more tacks and then we're gonna go in. Not bad, probably a little bit too slow on that one. Maybe we're lacking boat speed before the tack. Get that main sheet sheeted in. Remember, your tack's not finished until you've got your boat trim, your sail trim and your body weight in the right spot. And again. Oh yeah, wait for the waves. Good. So as a sailor, when your coach is telling you to tack and stuff like that, we always want you to do it at the right time, not the quickest and like, oh look, so and so has tacked before everyone else. It's more important that you do it at the right time. I'd much rather wait, like have you wait 3 or 4 seconds where I go tack and all of a sudden you're like 3 or 4 seconds later you tack, because you've done it at the right time. And that's what we always want to see. We want to see you doing these things like you would on a race course. You wouldn't just tack straight away on a shitty wave. You'd wait until those waves pass and then you'd go for the tack. Oh, okay, take a break.